Hello, chat. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. We are, in fact, live on the internet. Going to be playing some Battle for Wesnoth tonight. It's going to be a good time. We're going to not die to the stupid men of the plains, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Looking forward to it. Oh, hang on. Probably couldn't hear me very well there. This is probably a lot better. All right. Yeah, really quickly, though I know we don't have many folks online right now, I do just want to acknowledge that right now there's a blackout going on Twitch. Folks are trying to draw attention to the problems that Twitch has in addressing some issues of abuse and assault in some of their more popular streamers. So if you are looking for more resources for that, the command !blackout will link to a document that has a lot of resources about what's going on right now. I encourage you to get educated, read up on the issue, and support the folks that need the support. I'll just post that now. But yeah, for now, we are going to just probably jump straight into the game. Yeah, let's do it. Because we would like to not lose. You know, this scenario has caused us some issues. The test of the clan. Now, we've gone through this a number of times at this point. So again, we're going to skip through all the story and all the dialogue. Basically, we need to kill 45 of their troops to win. Any of the leaders that we kill will go along with us to the next scenario. So, we are going to actually listen to Desmartest in chat for the first time in a little while and try not splitting our troops. We don't need to kill each and every one of these. So there's no reason to split up. We can take these on one at a time. That's where our strengths are. And we'll get through as many of them as we can. I think I do like dropping down south first to try and take out this friend before jumping over west and then working our way north. One small caveat I'm gonna make is I do still want to try our aquatic task force to see if that can take out the folks over here. Now I've just realized that my camera is in the wrong spot, so I'm gonna fix that. Let's try going to there. That's where we want to be. And let's give you game music. There we go. No. Yes. Yes. Yes, game music. Needs to be a touch louder, though. Okay. So now we should be ready to get started here. Okay. Right. So that means that the first set of folks that we are recruiting are going to be those merfolk, like I said, and we're going to take them on their normal path. Gwimli! our priestess here, netcaster, and Swamwise Gwamji. And I think I'm going to leave it with those 4. I think that's plenty. Because we will also have our Silver Mage. I think we have a Silver Mage. Yes, we'll also have our Silver Mage who can jump ahead and help out with that. So besides that, we're just going to get the important high-level folks. Let me just try and remember how we made it through this last... Because we attempted the previous scenario a couple of times, so I don't remember exactly what we have at our beck and call here. But to begin with, let's look at folks who don't have a lot of movement. So like the Great Mage is definitely coming in. Oh, dwarves. So the Dwarvish Lord. And probably the other Dwarvish Lord. I'm checking their resistances to check for piercing resistance, because that's going to be very useful. And it looks like we do have some piercing resistance there. The issue is that they are going to be on 30% tiles this entire time, which is not great, but we'll make do with that. The other nice thing is that he didn't make a full keep of recruitment, and he didn't make a full keep of recruitment, and neither did he. All right. Let's get a move on with those folks. Move these guys down. And take another look at who we want here. I'm wondering if I might want a steel clad for that piercing resistance. And large amount of health and good melee. So it makes it very difficult for them to use their charge ability on their horsemen if we have high levels dwarves like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a third dwarf for exactly that reason. And then from there, we're going to go and take our most powerful people. So just sort of working our way down the list. Which will include people like the Mage of Light. I'm going to try and preference units that don't have a lot of movement, because they need to get into the combat situations faster, and everyone else can sort of catch up. All right, there's that challenge, which was denied. Before I move, I need to take a look at what they can do. All right, they are coming to us, which is not actually the worst thing in the world. This is kind of perfect, actually. This is why we got those dwarves. So I can't put a healer on the bottommost dwarf, because this Lancer would be able to hit a healer no matter where I put him. But if I put a healer On the other dwarf, that's fine. This particular dwarf is strong and resilient, while that's the healthy dwarf. So I might actually want to switch their positions. And put you down there, Delphador over, and you here. The reasoning there is that the healthy dwarf will heal themselves. Whereas I can go ahead and do this, and our Mage of Light is protected from being hit, and still able to rend aid to this dwarf. I'm actually going to go in there because he's invisible at that point. So I feel pretty comfortable with that. Now I wonder if the Dragon Guards have that same... They actually do have a decent amount of piercing resistance. I don't think I'm going to go with one right now because we have a lot of other folks that can do a lot of damage. So we'll grab another healer here. The Paladin's good to have. The Marksman, actually, I want to see in action here. Because the Horsemen are actually susceptible to piercing attacks. Right, so a knight takes more damage from piercing, which makes knights against knights is a bloodbath because they just do a bunch of damage to each other, which is not necessarily what we want. But something like this, we've got a marksman on the huntsman, marksman ability on the huntsman. I think we're actually going to grab him. We haven't used him for several scenarios. Get the ranger as well, and Silver Mage will grab next turn. This is an impact weapon. No good resistances. Oops, not terrain description, unit description. They're resistant to impact, so that's probably not the best. Yeah, impact's not great. We will avoid impacts. But we will probably grab the Elvish Champion. Because it's just another lot of hit points here. And doesn't move very fast, so it's a good thing, good unit to recruit early. Hello, Block the Bleak. Welcome back to the chat. Yes, they are a-comin'. We are going to try not splitting our units this time. Oh my goodness! We used a dwarf because they were supposed to be really good at... They have piercing resistance, but... that did not work. Well, I mean, it did, but we killed our best dwarf, who I think had like 98 hit points. So that's rough. Spoilers. Bye-bye, trusting strategy. Yeah. Strategy schmatagy when you've got charge attacks that double your attack. And then, so, I mean, 13 doubled is 26 times 3 is ridiculous. And dwarves can get hit pretty often because they've only got 30% defense in these tiles. So I guess I shouldn't be super surprised. But it's annoying nonetheless. The nice thing is that this is where our save point is now, so we can just start from here. And if we wipe again, we can just take all these lessons that we've learned and move forward with them. This is a level 2, so we'll go ahead and grab him some experience. We still need to defeat 48 clan members. But I think we can actually do that. Such high movement. So that's 9 on the Dwarvish Lord times 2 for 18 because charge. 18 times 3 is 56. So that's safe. But I can't really move down any further than that. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and move. What is this on Lasar? It's straight up 13, so 26 times 3 is over 75. That's not good. All right, so this is our last turn to recruit or recall units. We're definitely getting the Silver Mage. How many healers do we have right now? 1, 2.5. I think that's plenty. Do I think that's plenty, or do I want the ability to slow? Dragon Guard are fun until the enemy counterattacks. Yeah, Dragon Guard are hard because we have to position them very carefully. And I'm trying to find units that I can survive a turn of being charged, and I don't think the Dragon Guards can. Well, okay, so Dragon Guards can survive 1 turn of being charged. I still think I'm going to avoid them because of their low movement, and they're kind of the definition of a glass cannon. So I'm going to avoid using the Dragon Guard. Let's grab the Knight. I'm actually interested in the Griffin Master, which is not something I thought I would say, but because of the foot soldiers, like the archers, the flip side is that the archers are very good against the... So it's the attacker wins that fight, right? Because the archers are good against the Griffin Masters when the archers are attacking, because they use their bow. But the Griffin Masters are good against the archers when they are attacking because their claws are so deadly. So if we take a look at the makeup of these troops, having a Griffin Master or 2 for these longbowmen is not a bad idea. And they are hard to be charged into because, again, their melee attacks are so good. So I might try that. Yeah, let's try a Griffin Master here. And now we don't have enough gold to recall anybody. So we can get 1 recruit in. Someone who's probably not going to do a whole lot here. Our assassin died in the last match, so for fun, let's try and level up another assassin. And now we can move Conrad out as well. The trick is when we're moving our front of units to not leave anyone open in a way that they might die, like I just did with that ranger. We got very lucky there, and the ranger didn't die. Oh, man. Gotta get better at that. Luckily, this gives us the ability to give experience where we want it, which is probably to this marksman. And now there are no horse folk in the running, so we can kind of move with abandon. All we have to be worried about is 3 sets of archers, and I'm not concerned about them. One of the things that I have had to have gotten used to recently is when I was first playing this game a long time ago, every healer healed every injured unit around them. So you could double up or triple up on healing, and that let you get some of your units back into combat much faster. That's no longer the case. So the fact that we have one person who should heal 8 and one person who should heal 4, Tinar, our Elvish Avenger here, will only be at 12 hit points next turn. He will not be at 16. And that is a little bit... It's some strategy that I've had to relearn. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just different. Okay. Let's see where this gets us. The nice thing is that the one Lancer that was close by has gone further away. So we should be able to slice through the 3 archers and get into the meat of the battle, as it were. So yeah, so he's at 12, he's not at 16, he only healed 8. It would be nice if this Lancer could get down there, because I'm sure a Lancer could do short work of an archer, could make short work for an archer. Unfortunately, not quite. Alright, so let's do this. Because like I mentioned, this should be pretty strong, and it is. And it actually allows us to give the experience to anyone we want. In this case, that means the Avenger here. Or the Ranger. And now I have to be careful, because Sir Ruga could come out. The nice thing about going up against him is the charge is less of the main concern here. It's a pretty big concern because it does 56 damage. But it's only a by 2 attack. It's not a by 3 attack. So we only have to worry about 56 points of damage. The problem is when it's coupled with archers, that makes it very difficult to deal with anything. I'm going to move closer without getting in his movement range. So that next turn we can make a big splash here. I'd like to draw out those archers just a little bit more. If I remember right, that's exactly, yeah. And we're going to put the Silver Mage near the village, so that if that becomes relevant, it's there. Now let's double check this. Yep. Yep. Because I'm especially not worried about lawful archers during the nighttime. Like, sure, you can do a little bit of damage, but not a lot, and I can just walk right through you. Still several turns off from that. Interesting to me how they're just lining up on the banks. And I think we're going to have to stay close to the shore here. Just in case. Because this is Gwimli, and we can't let Gwimli die. I don't think he would make that attack. Because of the charge and his susceptibility to piercing. Like, yes, it has the capacity to do a lot of damage to me, but I have the capacity to do a lot of damage to him. Because it's 19 by 2, max 38. I guess I can't kill him. Oh, but he's steadfast. Resistances are doubled when defending. He is a hoplite. Oh, okay. So it's only doing 7 by 3 by 2, so 14 by 3, 28 plus 14, 42. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We are going to stay close to the shore. Just in case, to provide aid if he needs it. All right. Let's start kicking some of this stuff off here. And collaborating on where the experience is going. So using leadership here. That's unfortunate, but we can give it to the marksman here. And that'll work just fine. As far as the 3 coming up, that's starting to get dangerous. And is why we have tanks. The problem is that these horsemen, they just break through most of our tanks. Especially when they can gang up on us. These Griffin Masters are not really being used after this scenario. So I'm happy to sort of zone of control early with them. And see what we can do. One of the other problems is that I used dodge dice rolls. Say more. I'm not sure what you mean with that. In the meantime... we want to try and keep them under control. Yes, so that chat command, Blackout, pulls up some information about... right now, there is a call for a blackout on Twitch to address issues of sexual harassment and assault and abuse of power present in the live streaming and gaming industry that Twitch has not been acting on. And that link will take you to a document put together by a number of people listing resources background information, and also their calls for action and what they want to see changed about Twitch. I have obviously chosen to continue to stream today and not do a blackout because honestly I don't have any viewers, so my choosing not to stream doesn't affect Twitch's numbers at all. So I figured that I still wanted to play these games, and I still wanted to do it with my friends and for my friends, so I was going to continue to stream, but I want to acknowledge what's going on right now and give people who are interested in learning more resources to do so. So I highly encourage you to take a look at that document and check out there are a couple of streamers out there that are actually doing an all-day stream solely focused on talking about this issue. So take a look at them as well. Meanwhile, we are going to try and keep our units alive. Going into this. Which actually means I'm going to undo a couple of things. The reason I'm doing this is not so much the invisibility and the ability to ambush, because honestly, that's not really going to work in this situation. Their power level is too high. But what it will do is he's got a 70% defense, which is important. That's probably the most important aspect, especially of this map. And the problem is that most of my units have 40% or 30% on the plains, and so they're just going to get hit by a lot of these charge attacks. Interesting that he can just walk right around that. Oh, he just has that much movement that this doesn't do it. But if I do that, it does. Almost. I want to do this in a way that our healer remains safe, and it looks like that might not be possible. Unless I couple it with someone else, but I don't know really who... Conrad, maybe? Hello, Vorty. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. This feels like a recipe for disaster to me. Like No, okay. So if I am the computer, I'm probably double attacking the Griffin Master. Unless the Lancer can take out the Master on his own. Because that's a 24 by 3 attack when it's an attack. Found a really cute little strategy game that you might like. I got it free from Epic Games. It's called Bad North. I will definitely... I'm writing the note down right now, actually. I will take a look at that. And we might check that out on stream in the near future. So 24 by 3, 72 damage. Can definitely take out a Griffin Rider. It would take all 3 hits. We've got 50% defense. So that's reasonable to assume that he wouldn't hit all 3. So he would have to gang up, which then draws them out and exposed to the rest of my units, which is where I want them. It's also very possible that one or both of these will get caught in the ambush here, which would be just ideal. Unfortunately, if that happens, I think they probably kill our fugitive. I think it was free a while ago, sadly, but I figured I'd tell you just in case it goes anywhere else, because I got it from Epic a while ago. Just checked because it's Pathways right now. Yes. I'll take a look. If it's only a couple of bucks, I might just pick it up anyway. Or at least it'll be added to the list, right? Because we're going to check out Pathway first, because I know I have that. And I'm interested in what they are doing. I'm just giving myself more context, because if I just look down at my notes and I see Bad North, I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? I don't know what that means. So, Bad North, video game, Epic Store. That's enough information that I can go find this again later. Alright, Delphador needs to not get killed. Is that safe? That's not safe. Undo that. Silver Mage up in there. Bring you down one and leave you there to heal. We're kind of stuck up here waiting to see how that resolves itself. Okay, let's see what happens next. Double checking that someone important isn't exposed in more ways than I thought. Yeah, so Conrad is exposed, but he's only exposed to one unit, so I'm okay with that. I'm a little surprised that our elf is exposed, but I think that's okay. We'll find out right now. Alright, they made it into the water, which is what I wanted to see. Ah! Oh my god. Oh! Okay, so they just went right through two of our units. Two important units. A healer and a half healer. This is why slow is important. No, they're not skirmishers. They killed the guard in one hit and then took his place and killed our healer hanging out behind. I didn't expect them to be able to kill our paladin in one hit like that. I'll be honest, chat. I didn't see that coming. Luckily, this ends here. Making sure that we're not going to get ambushed from the other side while we sort this stuff out. Blindsided by RNG. Yeah, well, I was like I was saying, this mission is very difficult because we're stuck on terrain that is fine, but not good, and then we're being hit by horsemen who double their attack when they are the ones attacking, and they have such high movement that they always get the first attack, and we have to respond to that. So they really have the upper hand here, which makes it very difficult to go through this mission. Because they can just take out a unit in one turn, like you just saw there. And so we can't even stack our units and then bring them back, bring the injured ones back, because they chew through our tanks in one turn. We lost a 98 hit point or 94 hit point dwarf at the start of this mission. Just in one turn. He's resistant to piercing damage by 30%, and yet in one turn they ate right through him. Like, charge is ridiculous. Look at this, 50 by 2. Charge is an absolutely ridiculous mechanic. When it's put into... What if you spend a turn recruiting What if you spent turn 1 recruiting 3 bait, and those guys form the front line for you to then march through and kill them with the back line? Like, recruit 3 of the level 1 cavalry. Yeah, probably, actually. That's probably a really good idea. I grow attached to the units that we have leveled up, and so I want to use them because they're powerful, and this is a hard mission, so powerful units should make a hard mission easier. But exactly correct in that the best way to go about this is to have sacrificial units up front that take that first line of attack, and then we come back from there. Otherwise, we have to do things where we pick our battles very carefully such that our units are maybe elves that have 70% defense in the forest, or dwarves, and we put them in the mountains here. I often just lose a unit in order to force the enemy to either go around or take a bad battlefield position. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's probably something that I'm not great at. The turns leading up to this moment cost you like 4 units, right? Yeah. I think 3, but yeah. Definitely they cost us a lot of high-level units. Now, we kind of get that investment back in we are going to have a level 3 knight next scenario because we killed this one. But at the cost of 3 to 1, is that worth it? Probably not. Now we're leveling up some of our other units. So, yeah, right? We'll see how we get out of this. I think we've learned a number of lessons here, and that's important. Still worried about this whole situation, but less so. I think I want to move a little bit further away from the shore so that we can start to threaten the units in the river. Like, these are not going to be in here next turn. But we might be able to threaten this horseman if he sticks around at the edge of the river, edge of the lake here. So it's the old, if we only lose when we want to, we win strategy. If we lose millions to defend Stalingrad, we win by losing another million. That might not be the most accurate analogy, Block, if I'm being perfectly honest there. But, yeah, no, yeah. If we lose when we want to, we win. Well, if we lose the expendable units and we keep the strong, powerful units for the continuation, because this is not the end of the campaign. We need to be... What I'm looking forward to, chat, is the last scenario where we get to be super cavalier and risky and lose a bunch of level 3 units because it doesn't matter because there's not another scenario. All we need to do is win that scenario. It's a really weird feeling, but sort of liberating. Bring Conrad up. Oh, he can attack. Let's attack then. I just straight wasn't paying attention. Let's get rid of this guy. I don't want to deal with him. Okay. Also, we have 44... We have to kill 44 troops. Yeah, we've lost 3. There's something here. There we go. There are not 44 troops on this map. There are only 28 troops on this map. We literally cannot win this match unless we kill all of the leaders. That's the only way to win. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Which lends more credence to my earlier strategy of splitting the party and going for more of them. Why is that even a win condition then? Well, it's a win condition. 2 reasons. One, you can see that they're taking a lot of houses, so they will probably be recruiting in the future. But 2, it's a win condition because on easier difficulties, my guess is that they have more units, but they are lower level. And so it's much more possible then to hit that win condition. We're going to ignore these guys and continue with our original mission, which was to head downstream and try and go for purple here. As it stands, I want to be very careful about not ending up on this side of the river, because then they could backtrack, have good defense, and hit us. All right, we've got a lot of units to deal with here. We kind of have to do it. I want to do this on my terms, and that's going to be difficult. I see you. I think what it means is we retreat to the forests. The forest and the mountains, where we have defense and we can use that to our advantage. On the flip side, we can probably take out 2 this turn, and then all we have to deal with is him, because I think I can deal with these 2 and no one else is close enough to cause us problems. So let's try it. We need to hit 3 times here. Or we can finish it with someone else. Let's finish it with you. Oh no, you have to hit those. Okay, you can do it then. So it's going to be you and you. Maybe we can't quite do this. In which case, slowing might be better. Because 8x5 is a maximum of 40 damage. It's probably only 24 or 32. Get him down to 29. And then a rogue can't finish that off. A rogue during the day? Nah. Okay, so we are going to have to adjust and do a slow instead. There's literally no way for me to shield here. I think this is too aggressive. I think my first plan of going into the woods was a much better plan here. As much as possible, we're going to want to make them come to us. Okay. Ah! They took out our netcaster, which is the one that can slow. Yep. Oh, man. This is becoming too many losses. Oh, chat, this is hard. This is very, very difficult. We'll go with a paladin, because we lost one. Wow, I don't know how we're getting out of this. I was talking a lot about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime today, and it occurred to me that Pegasus was wasting his mind control power if he wasn't playing Toon World and instead played a removal pile. He would always win because he could always tell what the opponent's essential creatures and spells and traps are. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh, literal nothing. That is completely right over my head there, bud. I think we just have to wait for them to come to us? Oh man, this is a feel bad. Sorry, it's something silly anyway. I've been playing a lot of card games lately and it made me think about that. Yeah, that's fine. Totally cool. I'm just not going to know what you're talking about. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, if other folks in chat want to chat about Yu-Gi-Oh, by all means, go right ahead. But it's just going to be wasted on me. I don't know what's going to happen here, chat. We're probably restarting. Lost our brand new paladin. And this is enemy number 1. Lost our brand new high-level marksman. I forget what their level up is called. Looks like we're going to lose an Avenger. Well, maybe not. All told, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. And that just sort of speaks to the terrain, right? So forcing them to come to us means that our troops lived. Any of our troops that were in the woods or on mountains are still alive right now. And now it's night, which is where they get their biggest detriment, And we are mostly neutral units, so we should thrive during the night. Of course, at 2021 drops on MTG Arena tomorrow. Yeah, I watched the PPR for 2021. I haven't been playing Magic recently, just not interested in it right now. But I am always excited to see a new set drop. All right, you. Come on. Nice. Let's try and run some cleanup here. And actually do some cleanup. Yeah, let's try. Not great. Even if what we do is only seriously injure most of them, that's pretty okay. So this is the turn where we're kind of turning the tide. And again, it really shows the power of forcing them to come to you, where you have the terrain bonuses. And I need to be implementing that a lot better than I have been in the past. I don't think that was smart, what I just did. This, however, gives us an opportunity. Again, we want to work our way downriver here. All right, let's see how this goes. Okay, we got lucky there. We might be wiping right here. Oh no, okay, okay. Okay. Let's try to get that experience to the level 2 here. Finish him off with the Huntsman, because the Huntsman can't move any further than that. We're gonna need to leave the healer here. Keep you safe. Very nice. Hit all of those attacks. I like to see that. Use you down here. Oh, you missed. This is Danger Town. Alright, chat. 3% chance that we wipe right here. Nice. Man, only having one healer is not a great spot to be in. I'm actually going to move her down here because if these guys die, it's game over. You're going to stick around and get the resting bonus. Okay, well, we made our way through a lot of units there. This is where it gets interesting. Ideally, the only person able to be hit by a horse unit would be our hoplite, Gwimbly, because of his doubling of resistances. So I'm okay with this. I might just leave these units where they are and wait and see what happens. Let's do that. We're sort of holding them back at the river's edge, which is not nothing. We almost need to hop from island to island where the islands are these forested and hilly areas. Like that might be the strat here. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of a turn off to... Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Where is the next wave of troops going to hit us? We can't make it to this island, this set of terrain fast enough, because they're going to be there immediately. We're kind of holding them at bay, but not really, because they're going to come in this turn and cause absolute chaos. Means we might be backing up here. Again, those horse folk can still get to anyone that they want. We might just back up all the way. Nope. We're gonna go one forward from that. There. Because I do want them to actually get in the water at a point where we can hit them back. Okay, we're gonna try and kernel up and continue following this road down to him. But I do mean kernel up here. So that does mean some units are actually going to move backwards, because we do need to get healed. So the first step is bringing everybody together. And then once everybody's together, then we can move on. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see what happens next. Aha! We're being pinched from behind, from blue. I didn't see that coming. Okay, okay. All right. No, that's fine. Is there anyone else? It's just that one unit. Then there are a couple of more, probably 2 turns off. It's also the middle of the day. It's morning, which is about the worst time for us to want to start to push. Except for here. Perfect. Not great, but I'll live with it. So we have a choice now. Do we move back and engage over here, or do we move forward? And I think we move back, because if we engage over here, we're going to start to be just out on the plains as more and more horsemen show up. Right now, no one's in danger, except for the front line here. So let's swap out our front line. To something a little bit more sturdy. Do I need you there? I don't need you there. How about you? Do I need you there? I do need you there. Do I want you there, or do I want someone else? I want someone else. I want you there. I really don't know what I'm doing with this Griffin Rider. Maybe there's a way to ambush some archers with him. Let's try moving him back with the intention to move him up with the merfolk here and see what happens. Yeah, okay. Yep, saw that coming. Kind of saw that coming. I didn't. If I had seen that coming, I would have moved the merfolk, or the Griffin Rider there. Didn't see that coming. I thought that might happen. Oh, we are taking heavy losses. Heavy, heavy losses here. Ah, we missed an 80%. Somebody tell me how that happens. So for instance, now we need to defeat 21, and if we look at the status table, there are more than 21 units. 27 units. All right, everybody, back it up. Get slightly better defense here. That's all we've got. Oh, I thought Gimli might die there. I mean, I guess he still could, but... Oh, jeez. Very nice. He is not in good shape, my friends. Gimli's not going to survive this. Although, to be fair, I don't think any of us are. We almost have to push now. Because we have to hit them at night. It's when their charge is the worst. Yeah, alright, we're gonna push forward. Oops, hang on. I want to heal that dwarf. Hang on, hang on, hang on. How far can... So you, that is as far as you can move. Let's pick our healing spot a little bit better. Okay, so that is as far as you can move. So that's as far as we will move. With those units. Everybody else can move just a smidgen further. And we're still plenty of distance away from them. He's coming up behind, but that's not an issue. This is a problem. And our silver mage could go chase them down. That seems dumb. That's a great way to get yourself killed. But she is going to go ahead and come stand next to Gandalf. Yeah, there goes Gimli. Gimli's dead, everybody. I think this is probably... We're probably going to restart this. And now we push a little bit. And that push is probably going to kill us. Being honest, I think that push was a mistake. In the way that I did it, because it opens up Delphador to a huge amount of harm, and he is a logical target in this scenario. Did that in the wrong order, because we wanted to get the experience to the dwarf. Dude's got a storm trident and they really want to shoot arrows at him. I mean, I guess it worked. Lost all our merfolk. Merfolk seems like a not viable strategy in this campaign, or in this scenario. So she only needed 2 experience to level up again, so that's why I did that. And that gives her a full heal, which is very important right now. Okay. Flaming sword. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's just heal the most of our units. And then we just kill you with a dagger. Call that good. House. Move forward. Merfolk are dead. And now it's dawn, which is its own problem. We make our best pushes at night. Like, we just do. Get some healing going over here a little bit. And again, I think that might be it for us, because Delphador's in the wrong spot. To be fair, we should have wiped a while ago. So at this point, I'm just sort of going through the motions, making reasonable but not the best decisions until we do actually wipe. Okay, we're still here. We're still technically alive. Which is funny because yeah, we only need 2 clan members. I think we can actually do this. Which is ridiculous on a number of levels. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh, which means that we are going into the next battle with so few troops. But we're gonna go into the next battle because I want to see if the next battle can inform what we want to do in this battle. Like, maybe we do have enough. Like, maybe that's enough. The clans will help you. I cannot believe this. You have defeated us. Indeed you are worthy, worthy even to claim the throne. The clans will help you. We will fight against the queen. So you admit defeat. You will serve me in fighting the evil queen? I think that's what he just said, Conrad. We will serve you, my lord. You will make a worthy king. The mighty riders of the eastern plains, the knights of the clans, are now yours to command. I think you are mistaken. You will help me be queen. Who then is your leader? Whom do we serve? You will serve us. You will protect our flanks while we make straight for the queen. With you on either flank, we will surely overcome her. Delphador, don't you think it's time we settled this? Yes, it is time.
It is time for the truth to be told. I had hoped to take this secret to my grave, but it isn't to be. You elves live too long, and though I have tried hard to understand, your wisdom is foreign to me.
Secret? What secret, Delphador? What are you talking about?
We should not speak of it now. Instead, come with me, Conrad and Lassar, to the top of Mount Elnar, to look at Weldon, to make plans for the battle, and to talk.
That was not a good fight. But this is it. The namesake has been invoked. This is the battle for Wesnoth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 scenarios later. This is the final battle. Here we overlook the city of Weldon, the great city, the ancient city, the city of evil, the city of good, the city of men. I have not looked upon this city for 17 years. 17 years ago, when I should have been at the height of my power, but my strength failed me. I failed, and I cannot atone for it.
The battle had been long and hard. We had been defeated. Eldred was slain, but I knew that Ashavir's wrath would be great, that many innocents would be slain. I had to save the monarchy. I had to save the princes. I made haste to Weldon before the guards of Ashavir could get there to carry out their evil orders. But I failed. I was too late. I entered the chambers of the youngest prince, Prince Conrad, just as one of the evil ones ran him through. All was lost. The heirs were slain. Only Ashavir and her daughter had any claim to the throne. Of course, you are surprised by this, but it is the truth. In haste, I vanquished the evil ones who committed this foul deed. Then I took the little prince's body, broken body, and away I rode, far away to the lands of the elves. By strange and mysterious fortune, the elf lady Perandra had come across a human child. She knew not where he had come from, only that the orcs would have eaten him if it wasn't for her intervention. The elves felt that the great fortune smiled upon this man-child. Perhaps that is why this most truthful of peoples agreed to my plan. Vorty, we did it in the sense that we beat the men of the plains, and now we are at the final battle. We are overlooking the final battle, and Delphador has just revealed that Prince Conrad is no prince, nor is he Conrad. After burying the little prince, we agreed never to speak of him again. Instead, this orphan child we would call Conrad, and he would be brought up to be king. I would say that I had slain the guards before they had carried out their evil deed, instead of after. No one would ever have to know. And no one did know for certain. Until now. I had thought that one day we could make you king, Conrad. But now I see that fate has made a different choice. That despite all of Ashavir's evil, this Lassar is fit for the throne. Is fit for the throne. She is the rightful queen, from a long line of kings, stretching all the way back to the seafarers of the old from the west. Now, let us not tarry here any longer. The dawn breaks. The time has come for the heir to claim the throne.
We are here.
So, these rebels come at last to face me, while most of my army is off fighting the fickle clans.
Wretched wretch! Your army is tasting death as we speak. The clans have arrived to unseat you, pretender! Surrender, mother. The land's blood is spent. I have come to take my rightful place.
Ah! My own daughter, a turncoat.
So it is true. Such trees in my reign must endure, but endure it will. How long must the people endure your rule? Give the throne to your daughter. She is the rightful heir. We even hold the scepter to prove it.
Delphador, my old tormentor! Treason! Men, seize them!
Kill them all!
Here we go. We win when Ashavir is dead. We lose if the standard people lose. Note, this is the last scenario. Digital, good to see. Yes, this is the last scenario. This is a slog, let me tell you. Because they get to recruit 4 troops to our 1. And they just thicken up the ground. And it's like there's no terrain bonuses of use up here. We have to cross the river to get anything of use, but even that's not great. Like, there's nothing here. It is an absolute bloodbath that is about to occur. And we have to start it out by just surviving. We don't have many units to recall. The Men of the Plains decimated our lists. So we have to just kind of hope and pray at this point. So here's the thing. If Conrad isn't a prince, then it would be really funny if he could die now and that was okay. Yeah. I think there's some dialogue that relies on him surviving. But that would be funny. I did this level yesterday and recruited massive amounts of guardsmen. Guardsmen. Royal guardsmen? Dwarvish guardsmen? Because we don't have access to either. That's our recruit list. And this is our recall list. There are no guardsmen in here. And maybe that's a function of us doing it on the hardest difficulty. I'm not sure. Or maybe we just missed something. Now, note, we do have 800 frickin' gold to do this mission with. At some point, this becomes a throw units at the problem until it's not a problem mission. No. Maybe we're gonna bring out our dwarves. Because they've got a ton of hit points. Grab the Thunder Guard. And another healer, because I have a feeling we're going to need as many healers as we can get. And that's it. And they have an even mixture of chaotic and lawful units now, so there's no point in finding the opportune time of day to take this fight. Whenever you fought the scenario in the caves where the undead break the wall is where you get the dwarf guardsman. I don't know what triggers it though. Aha, we must have missed that. I bet we didn't get dwarf guardsmen because our allies died. We didn't save any of the dwarves. That would explain a lot. That would make this a lot easier. Yeah. So we're running this on the hardest difficulty, and we just actually couldn't make it through the cave fast enough to save him. And we ended up deciding that the best strategic plan was to trigger the undead early, because you can do that by just standing next to the wall and funnel them out one by one and deal with the undead first, and then go for the orcs or the trolls. Vorty. But we got this. We just gotta go big brain time. Yeah. Big brain time. I don't think the Thunderers are going to be helpful. I don't think the Archers are going to be super helpful. Or the Thugs, which means I think we're on the recruit plan, which is not a great place to be. But because we won that last scenario, we can recruit straight knights, which might be the plan here. It's just spam knights. Yeah. I think we're going to do that. Yep, that makes sense. That's the most exposed person. Most likely to get hit. You're upset about the lack of water in this scenario. It makes Merfolk hard to justify. Yeah. Yeah, which is why, like, they try. Clearly they try. Like, there's this river that goes up and circles the castle. Like, they clearly make an attempt. But those Storm Tridents, the 2 Storm Tridents that we have, are essentially useless. And actually, we don't have them anymore because all of our Merfolk died. All of our good Merfolk died. But yeah, this is just a ridiculous number of troops. You missed that? I mean, I shouted it out when it happened. Yeah, we lost Gwimli at the during last scenario. All of the Merfolk died. Technically. You know, this isn't bad. It's a little rough up here when there's less of a chance to hit, but it's still not bad per se. Alright, Chad, I think we can do this. Oh, you were gone at that point. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, boy. Nice. Sort of trying to get rid of the poison boys before they become an issue. Because that will tax our healers. No doubt about it. I don't think so. I don't think that makes sense. I think that might be it for the units we currently have. So the only thing that these are not going to be great against are going to be the halberdiers, these guys, and the heavy infantrymen, these guys. Otherwise, pretty alright. So I'm actually okay with us spending some more time on that. They are really expensive, though. So it means we could essentially only get this castle full, and that's kind of it. I've been watching all the VODs for this playthrough. Glad I caught up to at least watch the last stream. Hopefully. Hopefully the last stream. We'll see. We'll see if it actually is. And thank you for working through the VODs. I appreciate that. I know that there are, I think 2 of the YouTube videos have the audio not synced properly. So I'm really sorry about that. I'm working on updating that. I didn't realize it happened until just a couple of days ago. So I'm sorry if that has affected you. It's a bit of a chore to update that and take down the old videos and put the new ones up. Is that what I want to do? I think it is. Nope, not that. I was just looking. Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm gonna grab... Hello! Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Digital coyote? As in coyote, but without the E? Is that how you pronounce that? I think we're gonna want some healers, so I want to grab one of those. Also, I have... Yeah, Digital Coyote was taken. Hey, that makes sense. So you are Digital Coyote. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Just today, I worked on trying to get a couple of things working on my stream, which includes closed captioning. So you should be able to use that, although it might not quite be up. I don't think I've fully initialized that, so that might not work yet. However, there are now commands in chat. So there are only two, but there's command up, or maybe it's uptime. Yeah, uptime will tell you how long the stream has been live, and then the only other one is the one that I've put in the title here, which is a custom command that will give you some links to resources about what's going on today on Twitch with relation to folks speaking out against sexual harassment and abuse of power in the platform. Highly recommend you take a look at those resources. Yeah, and as I keep doing this, I'll add more commands as they become relevant. I don't know what they would be. I think the most important one is uptime, to be perfectly honest. But certainly as current events continue to happen, I'll probably keep some sort of resources command updated, just with ways you can help out to the groups that need it currently. Whatever that means in whatever time we end up being in. All right. We get one more turn to recruit folks, and then that's it, and Conrad can get involved in the fighting. Slowed, poisoned, killed. Ooh, that's not great. I do like that all of these cavalrymen have to shoot their crossbow because it's their most effective weapon against our horsemen. And they're not hitting very often. What I really like is that they're not hitting very often. Okay, so we are penned in with zone of control, so we need to clear a path so that we can bring him back behind our line. And maybe we'll switch out with Delphador here. A good hit there. And we can wrap around with the Avenger, get a half healer down there. Slow. And try and kill the other one. Don't know if we can save the Griffin Master, but we'll try. It involves being very lucky. Oh no, we've got 8-4. I forgot about that. So yeah, we can just save the Griffin Master. And we're gonna want to cure the poison off of him, so that means using the Shide. Let's try and kill the poisoner. Good. And kill the other poisoner. Ah, that only worked because of leadership. Okay, I see, I see. That's okay. We'll move up, move in. Now try and kill the poisoner. No bueno. That's okay. We don't want to be slowed. That's why we don't want to use magic. I see. I'm learning. That worked well. And now we get another chance at killing the poisoner here. Good. And let's wrap around and see if we can do some serious damage to some archers that are sitting out in the open. Nice, nice. And wrap in on this wolf. And that's a level 3 cavalier, which is not a great thing to deal with. Okay, fine. We're gonna take a chance here and bring our mage out. Try and lay on the herd a little bit more. Finish this guy with that knight. We're going to keep the ranger or the avenger in a place where he can be healed. And I think we're going to go ahead and grab another shaman. Maybe 2 more shamans. No, I think just the one should be enough. Can I undo that? For some reason, I cannot undo that. Okay, well, 2 shamans then. And then knight. Knight. Knight, and we have 15 gold left. A thief. And now Conrad gets to come out and have some fun. Using his leadership's ability. Leadership and a lot of hit points. So I think he's actually going to sit right here. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe he's not going to do that. What I was thinking about was trying to make sure that this Avenger can't get hit, but already that Avenger can't get hit. At least the way things currently sit. So he'll just stand right in front of the Avenger. No, that's a bad place for him. Over by this Lancer, or this Knight. That's where we're going to sit him. Yeah. Kind of expected that Lancer to die, or that Knight to die. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I just realized that the first strike ability Lassar has is actually amazing with horsemen. Yes, it is. That is some very fortuitous luck we have with her right next to 3 knights. Because, and actually it's very good against enemy knights and things of that sort. So against charge, having first strike is really, really good. Gonna bring back some injured units. And push our front line. Level him up to heal him. Finish him off. Hopefully kill him. Ooh, yikes. Okay. We got lucky. Let me try again, though. Push down and charge on the cavalryman. Not quite. I think we have to bring Saruga back, but we can push Trithaus forward and attempt to strike out at the Orcish assassins, I think? Yeah, let's try that. Nice! Bring you back. We have 2 units that I would like to slow. I think we can do this. Oh, so close. That might be really bad for us. That puts Delphador in a lot of potential trouble. Okay, let's do this. Ho ho ho, you missed! Oh no! Oh no. Bring you back. You're not healed enough to do that. Oh boy. This is getting hard. Because we're doing pretty fine up here, but it's down in this area that things are not going quite according to plan. I think we have to hold the line. As much as possible. We can kind of cut out with this knight. Maybe down here. Or I suppose even into here as a decoy. Someone to take a lot of the damage. That might work. Not gonna be good if Delphador kills the guy and a new one moves in. Well, yes and no. If he kills the guy, he's gonna level up and full heal, which is what I intended to have happen. So that's not actually the worst thing in the world. And I'm guessing that his AMLA will bump him up to 65. So actually, that's kind of best case scenario, to be perfectly honest. Is that he does kill him. And luckily it's nighttime and both of these are lawful units. That's the only thing that I'm holding out hope for. Because if they do some rearranging and get an orc in there, or if they get someone with charge, Delphador's dead. I'm looking around and I don't see anyone with charge, so that's probably good. So I think Delphador's going to live sheerly through the fact that it is nighttime. That being the case, I am going to try and take this guy out. We didn't quite get there, but now we did. And Zone of Protection keeps him from being hit, so we can keep him resting next to a half healer. We can even do something cheeky like moving the Thief down here. Thief is probably not very useful in this combat anyway, so using them as zone of control I think is probably worth it. So we'll do that. Now we just need to check what's set up for our healing here. Everything's so dense that it's hard to keep track of which units are mine and which units are not. So 2 units that have not had a chance to attack yet are Lasar and Conrad. Conrad's a little bit tougher, so I'm actually going to send him up with his magical sword against this cavalryman. In terms of healing, we have a half healer down here. These guys are getting healed. Delphador's got a full healer next to him and a half healer that's probably just going to die. TBH. This Elvish champion is getting healed. You're getting healed. I think everyone who could be getting healed is getting healed. We can redistribute some folks to get a full heal instead of a half heal. So like moving you down here and say you here gives more units full heals instead of half heals. You know what? The top here is like we're breaking through over the top. I'm going to go ahead and use Lasar. And I think that's good. We'll leave it here. What we are hoping for at this point is that Delphador doesn't die and no nasty charge comes out of nowhere to kill Lasar. And that's why we put him on a village. Oh, charge on Delphador, no! Oh, they did the cheeky move around and got charge on him. Tragedy. Chat, tragedy. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. I'm committed to finishing this game tonight, even if that means the stream goes like an hour longer than I wanted to. Yeah, even use a level 1 unit so he wouldn't level. That was the only way that worked, was using 2 level 1 units to get it done. So by the rules of this stream challenge, we cannot restart this scenario before we redo the Horse Lord scenario. So we go back to Test of the Clan. And we go do that now. Skip through all the dialogue. I am going to take a quick bio break, get some water, stretch legs, etc., etc., refill my water bottle, all of that. So I'll be back in just a short little while. But for now, please enjoy the unzoom, well, as far zoomed out as I can make this map. And I will be back in 2 shakes of the lamb's tail. Alright, I'm back. Ooh, buddy. Back here again. Alright, so we're going to abandon the merfolk route. I don't think that's worthwhile. We are going to take what we learned about Lasar's initiative and really apply it here. Our first set of recalls are going to be our damage dealers. So that's the Avenger, the Mage, the Sylph. Which every time I look at it, I need to make sure that I'm reading the letters in the right order. Heck, the Huntsman. Folks that don't necessarily have the most movement, but are very useful in this scenario because they can take out our enemies. And the Marksman is a good example of that. And then our next castle full of recruitments will be horses. Lancers, because we have a Lancer or two sitting out here. So we will take them next. And we'll get 8 of them probably. Yeah, I think a full 8. But I'm going to include the Paladin in that, so not all of these are going to be expendable. But there's the Paladin. There's the Knight. Griffin Master is going to be expendable. We're going to use it in sort of the same vein. Griffin Master is expendable. And then we recruit. And we're going to get Horsemen. The basic idea is to make it so that it doesn't really make sense where they don't have profitable attacks, and also give us room to have some units where we're okay losing them. All right. 1 second. Okay, so I think that I have just enabled the closed captioning. So if you want to turn that on or turn it off, it's an overlay on the Twitch stream, and you can do that as you so desire. Interesting that I can't place it all the way at the bottom on my screen, but anyway. Okay, cool. Now I've got that built in. Trying to work on making everything accessible to whoever wants to watch and follow along. Okay, so we're pretty set over here. Not a whole lot's going to be changing. The only exception to that is that we will make sure that Lasar is right behind our front line, so that she's able to use her initiative on these guys in the next turn. And we're not going to go through and try and kill all of the leaders. We're just going to try and kill 45 of them, or 50 of them, however many plainsmen we have to kill. Okay. You're back. What did you miss? You missed me taking a break and grabbing some water. And we're going to try and use Lasar's initiative ability to better attack or better defend against the horsemen here. We're not going with merfolk in this round. There's no real advantage to that. It ended up not being very useful. And I managed to figure out how closed captions work in Twitch. So that is now an option for you if you want to enable that or disable that. The goal here is to kind of create a zone of control bubble beyond which they cannot move. Ah, so I missed us resetting. Got you. Yes, we did in fact wipe. Yep, Delphador died. It was unfortunate. It was literally the only way it could have happened because he was within 2 experience of leveling up. So the enemy moved his level 3 away from Delphador and brought in 2 level 1s with charge. And between the 2 of them, they were able to kill Delphador without leveling him up first. It was very, very annoying. I did not appreciate it. Also, the plan of attack is going to be to take this section here and basically hold out there and push out during the night and fall back during the day. Now we're going to go ahead and make sure we have healers for this battle. Silver Mage, which I didn't use very effectively in the last fight, other than moving her around a lot. But while your phone was dead, I started sketching, and I sketched up something you could make into a hype emote if you wanted when you hit affiliate. It's something I'm going to keep working on. But hey, you did something mildly productive. I appreciate that. Send me a message, however you want to send me a message. I think you have my contact information on a number of different places, so that'll be great. I wonder if the AI is actually that smart or if it was sheer luck on its part. Yeah, I don't know. I have been impressed with the AI's intelligence on this difficulty level in a number of ways. Not the least of which is the horsemen always put themselves in a position where I can't quite get to them. So I'm not sure whether it was actually that smart or whether it was sheer luck. I just don't know. I need the zone of control bubble to be wider. Nope. Also, technically, Lasar could get hit this way. I've just now realized. What's the worst that happens here? 15 by 3... which is 15 by 3. That's enough to kill her. Right? I mean, yeah, it's 30 by 3. That's 90 damage. That's a potential 90 damage. That's enough to kill her. She gets the first attack because of initiative. Does she? All adjacent friendly units. I bet it's not her. I bet it doesn't affect her. So she does not get that ability. We may need to rethink some of this. Do something more like that, maybe. Yeah, that looks better. I'm okay with our paladin being exposed like that. Because again, he's got that initiative bonus. And like, he's ridiculous. Okay. We want damage dealers mostly, but also healers. I think we can get away with only one healer now that I think about it a little bit more. Silver Mage. Let's get this dwarf. I don't know if he'll make it. Last time he died, which just shocks the heck out of me. He's got 90 hit points. I don't know how you kill someone with 90 hit points, but apparently you do, and you do it in one freaking turn. Ranger. Let's get the champion. And honestly, I'm gonna go grab another horseman. Yeah, okay, cool. You sent it to me via Discord. Great, I'll check it out after the stream. So that's exactly what we expected to happen, and that's why we did it the way that we did it. One of our lancers died, one of our knights died. Surprise, freaking surprise. Die. Die. Just die. Oh, a part of me just really wants to rush this. It's just a bad idea. Like it is. It's just a bad idea. Sure, that's fine. But also that's the way that everyone's heading, because we want to take that land and hold it. All right. I'm pretty sure the knight that just died did not hit first while next to Lassar. You know what you could do? You could clip that in Twitch, and we could all review that, because I honestly don't remember. You might be right. Grab the fugitive. The other dwarvish lord. And a thief. And move forward. Ah, no! Ah! Okay, let's check this clip out. You sent it to me via Discord. Great, I'll check it out after. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Via Discord. Great, I'll check it out after. To me via Discord. Great, I'll check. Wait, hang on. You sent it to me via Discord. Great, I'll check it out. Yeah, it worked in the first attack, but not on the second attack. Okay. Let's show this on stream, shall we? Okay, so let's take a look at this. Oh, not even. For some reason, I thought it worked on the first one, but not the second one. But no. It just didn't work. Leadership is working because you can see the leadership animation on Lasar when he attacks back, but initiative is not working. Huh. I don't like that. I might have to report that to the game developers. Let's double check the text on this. All adjacent friendly units will strike first in melee combat, even when defending. I mean, I read that, and charge should not be exempt from that. Let me see if maybe charge... When used defensively, the attack deals double damage. It also causes the unit to take double damage. There's nothing in that that says that it would attack first or override initiative or anything like that. I might have to get on the forums later tonight and report that bug. Because that shouldn't happen. Also, I misplaced this horseman and our Avenger died, so that's great. Love to see that. It's just so unforgiving. Everything about this. I also want to be pushing because it's nighttime so we can take out the clan leader, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that during this particular night. Which is unfortunate. So we can't count on Lasar's ability to actually work. Which sucks. Like, there's no way around that. That sucks. I don't like playing with bugs. And I can't take advantage of this potential good attack because there's a Lancer on the ground. You know what? It's nighttime, though. That's a 9x3. That's not the worst thing in the world. Let's do it. Immediately punished. Guys. Come on. How are you missing? How are you missing? He's on a 40 percentile. We should be hitting more than we're missing. That's how probability works. Can confirm. Really, the only time I get mad at games is when either a glitch or a hacker messes something up. Yeah. Like, I know the rules of the game. I know that this game is challenging. Don't make it more challenging by doing things that don't obey the rules of the game. Like, there's a lot here to keep track of in your head if you don't want to take a million turns. Oh my god. Oh, we just got so lucky. Alright, this person, she needs 4 experience to level up and full heal. Normally, I would try to give this experience to other units, but in this case, the full heal is just worth it, so there we go. Let's grab the slow here again. $18.2. You've been playing a lot of Smite recently, and like, holy jeez, there are a lot of hackers right now. I am sorry to hear that. I do not like playing with hackers. Okay. It is nighttime. It is second watch, which means it's about to be dawn, so we need to push this castle hard, and we need to do it right now. So we are going to contain him so he can't move. Zara's going to kill here, which gives at least this horseman the chance to get down there as well. So 12-2 against a 9-4. Like, our max damage runs here are 24 versus 36, which is not great. Like, we're losing that war. The only good thing here is that we have multiple units, and all of them we don't really care about. And that's about it. That's all we got. So we're going to be taking some damage here. We also had better defense, so that's pretty important too. This is not good. This is not an attack we take unless it kills him, and it doesn't kill him. In fact, it kills us. So we're going to put him there mostly as bait, more than anything else. If he survives, great, and we can use the paladin to heal him up. But he's mostly bait. Now, I'm going to move the ranger down, because if we can funnel that experience to the ranger, that's where we want it to go. Otherwise, everyone else is going to try and take this landmass to hold for the day. And then when at the next nightfall, we will move forward and push out again. Okay, here we go. So thus far, we have lost an Avenger that I didn't want to lose, and that didn't need to die, but I was dumb. Bait was taken. Good. Like to see that. Uh, 25 health. Can we get him? Need to hit 3 out of 4 times. I know this is a little early asking, but what are you planning to play after you beat this campaign? So that's a good question, Digital Coyote. At this point, so I have decided that I really like turn-based strategy games. That seems to be my niche in Streamerville. So I've been really enjoying XCOM on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'll keep playing that. There is a brand new game out on the Epic Game Store called Pathways, I believe, that's free this week. That is a turn-based strategy game that I don't think is going to take me too long to get into. So I'm going to take a small break from Wesnoth and try out Pathways, see how I like it or don't like it. But we're definitely going to come back to Wesnoth in the future because I really like the game. So the short answer is not any more Wesnoth for right now, but it will be definitely coming up in the future. I'm also open to suggestions, so if you have something you'd like to see me do, I'm totally here for that. Our shots failed to connect. And there's not really anyone else to funnel that experience towards, except for, of course, this horseman. So we could try that. $70-30. Crusader Kings stream? I don't think so, Vorty. Crusader Kings is the kind of complicated that doesn't lend itself well for streaming, because it's hard to talk about what's going on while you're doing it. That is my opinion, at least. Bird on Archer. Paladin on Archer. Alright, there's no one else here, and we can get that experience in other ways, so let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. Great. Okay, so we lost one of our horsemen. Not great. See, this, they're just lining up and waiting, which I don't like. Like, it's smart. Don't get me wrong. It's intelligent. I just don't like it. Alright, now we get terrain bonuses. It is kind of scary. Yeah, like what's going on here? Like they've got literally a line where they're just like, this is our advanced troops. We are going to swing in and kill you. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. Which is why I'm really, that kind of behavior really makes me unsure of whether the AI is actually smart enough to have done what they did against Delphador in the last match, or if that was just luck. Like, did they, was that an intentional choice or was it luck? I don't know. I honestly didn't think the AI was smart enough to make that kind of a decision as an actual decision and not be luck. I also wonder about their prioritization. Do they know that there are certain units that if they kill, that's it, I lose, beyond just Conrad? So I'm trying to put my units that are hardest to hit, that have like 70% on defense, out on front, and then everyone else kind of behind them. We are also definitely trying to wait until night And it looks like we might be able to do that. It's morning, so afternoon, they're going to get to here. They'll attack in the afternoon, and then it'll be evening, and we can start to hit back. All right, here we go. If you're going to attack, I'd like to force you to attack someone who's got an actual melee attack. Oh, yikers. Oh, I can't make him get over there. Because he would be sacrificial. Ah, perfect. Wait, actually, back up one. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Go grab one more house. Because at this point we're letting them come to us, so these advanced units that we're willing to sacrifice are not being fully utilized right now. Our healer. Half healer. All right. Where is Lasar? And could she be in a better spot? Yes. If initiative works, which we don't know. We've actually been playing this other old turn-based game, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but don't really have any suggestions on what to play. I'll stop distracting you though a little. No, it's okay. I love it. I love interaction, and I will write that down and look it up and see if it's something that I am interested in looking at. Because while I really enjoy this kind of game, I know about very few of them. I know about very few games in this genre. I thought of a game if you were down for emulation. There's obviously the Fire Emblem series. However, the Shining Force series is another fun series you could play. You think that they might have dropped one of those on Steam. This is great. I love this. And I'll take a look at that. Take a look at all of these later. One of the things that I really like about the Battle for Wesnoth is the story behind its creation and how it's maintained, it being an open source game, which is one of the reasons that draw me to it and allow me to overlook some bad writing at times, because I know that all the plots were developed just by a group of people who wanted to develop these plot lines. And they're not necessarily meant to go together very well, and so sometimes they don't. Alright. That went by too fast, and I didn't see if initiative worked there either. Yeah, these animations are going by really quickly, so it's hard to tell. But we only lost one unit in that whole exchange. And now we kind of get to clap back at them a little bit. $13.5 and marksman is ridiculous. Let's just acknowledge that really quickly. Oh, that was dumb. As in, more of those should have hit than did. And I'm upset about it. If we can get leadership, that could work, but I don't think we can without sacrificing Conrad's ability to attack this turn. Oh, although, that's actually better. And then I can throw you in here. Get a dwarf from the mountain. The artwork and music for Battle for Wesnoth is a big part of the reason why you like it, plus leveling units is fun. Oh, absolutely. The music is some of the best music of any video game. I completely, like, hands down, maintain that this is some of the best video game music out there. It is what introduced me to the genre that is video game music, and this idea that music can be used to aid the design and the storytelling process. Okay, question. How do you feel about RTSs? Because some I know some good RTSs that are slow enough and have the same feel as the turn-based strategy game. Like, I actually forgot Bad North is technically an RTS. It just feels like a fast-paced strategy game. I enjoy RTSs. I like the Age of Empires series. I've got Age of Empires 3. And have played through a lot of the DLC and the added stuff to that, and I'm actually still working through some of that because I didn't find out about it until recently. They Are Billions was a game that I enjoyed for a very long time. Surviving on Mars is another RTS sort of civilization builder. I've dumped hours and hours and hours into Crusader Kings. So I do enjoy RTSs. Absolutely I do. Which might be fun to try on stream also. We'll just kind of have to see. There are so many good games. There are just so many good games. And this isn't my job. I'm not being paid to do this. Which means that I can't dedicate the amount of time that I would if I was being paid to do this to trying out a bunch of games over the course of a lot of stream time. I only stream 3 times a week. Can we backstab him to death? We're going to backstab him to death. We're not going to backstab him to death. Wow! This guy just does not want to die. Which is making it very hard for the rest of us. What that means is that this might be it for the attacks I make this turn. Instead of pushing out and waiting. Instead of pushing out, I will wait. One more turn. So my hope is that at a 70% defense, and very few people have the opportunity to attack him. Callans will survive there and be able to come crashing around the back next turn and do some damage that way. I might actually, hang on, I might actually do that with our Elvish Ranger as well. And now I want to make sure that people who need healing are given it, like our champion here and our paladin. So something like that. That's what I'm feeling anyway. We could try this. It's like it's two hit points off from being something I'm willing to try. So we're gonna hold on that. Yeah, we'll leave him where he is. Move you up top there. Call that for this turn, I think. Yeah, I think that's good. Totally expected that. Did not expect that. Not okay with that. Expected and I'm okay with that. No. 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 Don't you touch Delphador. Surviving Mars is really good. It's one of the games that made me realize that Paradox Digital is a company that I accidentally played and loved over half their library without realizing it. Yeah, they're pretty great. All right, listen here, bud. You're gonna get that experience that you didn't get last time in the next scenario and level up. Full heal, up to 66 hit points. And take the kill with the ranger who needs to level up. And we need to push in a lot of damage this turn. So that means that folks like... Nobody gets to touch Delphador, exactly. That means folks like our Great Mage are going to have some work to do this turn. Combined with the Silver Mage, I think. Which will allow us to come behind with a Griffin Master to kill him. Then let's see. I think the White Mage can take this one out. It's nighttime, which makes him deadly. The Huntsman is pretty deadly right now, as long as he's not in... Oh, I used the White Mage. Oh, that's actually unfortunate. But if we go out of the daylight spell... Let's go back and out of the daylight spell. We can do some significant damage here. Leaving room... for the dwarf to take the kill? Yes. And this dwarf here... Now... Lasar uses the Scepter of Fire. And this horse to kill there. The Elvish Champion. By the way, where are the other people that are usually here? In the VODs, there were always Vordy and two others, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Dismartist and Floorman are usually hanging out, but they must be busy tonight, which is, whatever. Not a big deal. Happens. My honest guess is they are building a deck. I would accept that for Floorman. I don't think Dismartist is probably doing that. I'm not sure what he's up to. I don't know. I sent a message to the group chat that has a bunch of us in it and let them know that I was live, but if folks are busy, they're busy. That's why there's VODs, right? Okay. This provides some interesting opportunities because we've got these 5 left. Oh, that takes a long time, and helping my dad build one too. What card game? I assume Magic, because that's the first thing that I start to assume is Magic. But I'm interested in what format, what kind of deck you building. Floorman had mentioned that him, his dad, and Dismartist were all working on the deck earlier. Oh! Dummy. Yeah, you mean a literal wooden deck. Yep. I knew that. I actually knew that too. I'm just a giant nerd is what that is. And I immediately think card game when someone says deck. So that's totally my bad. As for them building a literal wooden deck right now, I'm guessing not because it's 10 o'clock at night and it's dark outside. So my guess is that they've been doing that during the afternoons and probably early evenings as it starts to cool down. But at this point, the sun's gone down, so I don't think building makes a whole lot of sense. Wow, I'm a giant nerd. Just let that flag fly right there. All right, let's get Conrad over here. Finish him off. And then we can use the Archer and Callan's over here. Because that lets us concentrate our wounded. And we can do that. And I'm not worried about this single bowman. Nor am I really worried about what this knight can do to us. That knight's a little bit more worrisome if they gang up on the... There's no need to put her in danger like that. Do that. That's safer. And then do that. And we should be good from there. That's fine. I don't care about that. Annoying, but not the end of the world. And actually, you didn't even hit, so it's not even annoying. Let's go out and take care of him first. And then we can clean up with whoever's around here. I don't necessarily want to kill him, so using the Silver Mage will allow us to then give the kill to our Ranger. Needs to hit twice, which is fine. No, understand that. I've made that mix-up before, and I appreciate not being the only person to have said that before. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. It happens to the best of us, right? Dwarf smash. And then charge. You have to hit those! Ah! Why are you, I can't give you experience if you're not gonna hit. Like, seriously. Second watch. That's not what I wanted. Unit list? Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Statistics. All right, we have killed 22 so far. That means we've got 28 to go. We're probably going to just retreat back to here during this upcoming day cycle. And that should be about when blue starts to hit us. All right, you get one more chance. I'm not going to kill you this turn. Literally doesn't matter where I put you. Is there an archer I can go have you kill that's safe? Maybe that one. Let's try. Well, that's not super safe. That might not work. We might have to retreat from that. I'm okay with that, though. What we will do is make sure you can't move, though. Like that. Do that. Keep the folks healing that need to be healed. And honestly, we're in a decent spot again. Hey, you hit more times than I expected you to, but I think it's going to be okay. I didn't see that that was possible. Because now is the time in which we retreat. Go Callans with some Fairy Fire. Because now we can give the kill to our Ranger. And upgrade. Level up him. And we're actually safe for the next turn. Oh my god. If you missed that again, I was going to be real upset. Okay, so now we retreat back to this wooded area. Where we should be safe for the next turn. Not a whole lot of movement that needs to happen right away. We can focus on making sure that there's a healer next to everybody who needs one. Like that. Bring Delphador back in. And call that good to go. And the nice thing is we still have, what, 30 turns-ish? 33 turns? I realize that it's advisable to have at least something as my channel description, but I'm super awkward and self-conscious about writing bios and descriptions for some reason. Just treat it like a theater bio. Like, you've had to write one of those before, I'm sure. Write it in the third person, and just don't really worry about it. You also have it's a pretty short character limit, so there's not a whole lot you can actually say. I'll probably end up editing mine because I'm not totally satisfied with it, but it's a start. Back her up. Let's give us some tanky boys in the front. That's not you. You should be the second layer. see, for now we can do... Nope, that's not what I wanted. We can do that, this, the other, and move you over here. Because there are no archers to bully out on their own, so yeah. Eventually. Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it, Vorty. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, I need to put my pronouns in my bio. I just realized that. Okay, you should be good there. Yeah, alright. This is good for now. What? No, what? Oh! Okay, chat. Yeah, I get to see another Wesnoth stream. Yeah. I'm a level with you. There are two ways we go about this right now. Do we, A, break with the challenge, go back one turn and prevent that from happening, and then we keep rolling through it and finish this up tonight? Or do we, B, keep going with the challenge, but that's going to mean that I'm not going to finish it tonight, and we're going to have to push this to next Wednesday? It's a challenge. How many times can James stream the same mission? Yeah, I know. The battle for more streams. All right, Chad. It seems like you are on sort of the same page as me, which is we should hold true to this challenge as much as we can. We're so close, but it looks like this is just gonna have to wait until next week. I think we've got a really solid strategy though now. That's upsetting. That's really frustrating. Yeah, it would lose its punch if we gave up the challenge here. Yeah, you're right. Well, let's head back to the studio. Because in that case, this is about when I would end my stream anyway. So, I'm going to call it here. Thank you so very much for hanging out and chat with me. Good to see some new and old faces. If you're not already following my channel, please do so. It helps me a lot. Just going to leave it at that. There are certain logistical things. No stream Friday. Digital Coyote, no, there's no stream Friday. I have adjusted my schedule. I'm only streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays right now because I have actual stuff that I have to get done. I'm working on a paper for publication that I need to get working on, and so I don't have as much free time as I would like. So unfortunately, our next Wesnoth stream will not be until next Wednesday, but we will crush it then. I promise you all that. We will be back tomorrow with some more XCOM 2 with my first playthrough of that, which I'm also really enjoying, so please come and join me for that. That is going to be from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Time. And yeah, if you're not following, please follow. There are certain logistical hurdles that Twitch throws in my way, and so I need to hit 50 followers, and I'm at 31. So just adding another follow helps me out a lot. And beyond that, you get to get notified when I go live. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, no reason not to follow. Beyond that, we are going to hope that the XCOM 2 does not bug, which it has for a little bit, but hopefully that won't happen. I will remind you that right now there's some activism going on surrounding Twitch itself. So please take a look at the resources in this document, educate yourself on what's going on and why it's happening, and what you can do to support those who are trying to end it. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And we're going to see if there's anyone to raid before I send you on your merry way. Not really, no. There's no one up to raid, which is good. That means that people are supporting the blackout. A cheeky mink. We worked together at Environment Minnesota. Good to see you streaming. Hey, that's a callback. Good to see you too. That was a fun group of people that I worked with then. But yes, I am going to say goodnight for now. And I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And stay safe, stay healthy, stay glorious. Bye all.